I have 1.2 Melvins leveraged at 950. Use 300, 3,000, 30,000 as averages. If you had to choose 100 shares or one Feb 22 in the money, I mean, the Feb 22 would be way cheaper than that. Oh, Billionaire song for the new guy. Remember for 8 months and after MOASS, I'll buy a lifetime membership. Thank you for being you. Thank you, True State. I appreciate that, man. You said something earlier about someone trying to get desperately away from options but not being able to. Could you elaborate on that? I must have missed a bit there. All right, so generally speaking, market makers, big banks, and stuff sell naked calls. Right?
Just some pickle themed fuckers.
Retail's buying is generally
like them
weekly
AMC suckers, not a cult,
right?
bro.
We don't have a lot of capital. Even the ones of us that do have a lot of capital don't have that much capital compared to entities like market makers or big banks, right? And so generally what they can do is, let the price trade, tank it a little, and people will sell off because they have weeklies, right? And the value declines rapidly. And then, they can buy back in and the price can remain net neutral for max pain. Which means that they don't really have to hedge these naked calls a lot. Don't really have to do anything with them, right? The issue here is that, they went to drop it, right? But people use this drop to buy far dated calls, not weeklies, right? Calls that are way the fuck out here. Those they need to hedge. They don't have a choice. They can't even hedge them synthetically, right? They can, but they have to do it twice if they do. So it requires 2 times the hedge to hedge it synthetically. And so what they've been trying to do is run away from these contracts as we force them to hedge down. The only problem is because of the long-term status of those contracts, because they have so many days to expiry. The price is going to come back up, right? And since the price is coming back up, it's going to drive those into the money and force them to hedge even more. And so this was kind of their hope was to drive the price as low as feasibly possible in order to kind of escape the pressure of those options. But as long as those options are held, and people don't paper hand or freak out, they will have to bring the price back up because their synthetic shorting is only a short-term solution, right? So it's completely a psychological tactic in order to get us to sell those options, but it had kind of the inverse effect in that people just use that opportunity to buy more and average down, further compounding the problem they have.